What's going on, people? My name is Terrell Harris from theopenbox.com, where our vision is to make wholeness more accessible. And what I wanted to talk about today is correcting the way we were taught to pray in church. So recently, I've been having a little bit of difficulty with, some of my prayer life and how things were actually going. And it dawned on me, I've done all these videos and blogs on meditation. So I really thought, like, I've been getting back into the habits that church has taught us, or how church has taught us to pray. So usually, especially in the African American experience, what you'll see is, you'll see that in church we're very verbal as it comes to our prayers, and it's rare that we actually listen. So, funny story, I remember being on the ministerial staff in one church, and the pastoral prayer usually is a long drawn out prayer. So I think this prayer probably was going for like 7 or 8 minutes. So I remember, putting my head down and kind of peeking up at the congregation, and you can see people bouncing their heads and nodding off and stuff like that. So one of the things that, as I sit and I pray to God, or or if I read through my prayers, or if I just kind of freestyle them or say them, verbally off the top of my head, I tend to get in this habit of saying my prayers and then just leaving or going about my day, or even just going to sleep. And it dawned on me that I need to really get back to listening. So one of the things that I want to incorporate or reincorporate is silent meditation. Now, oftentimes, especially in the African American tradition, we don't talk about silence too much. But I think this is the correct way to pray. I think we do a lot of talking at God, but we don't do too much listening. So my challenge is to do 2 7-minute segments of silent meditation each day, one in the morning, one in the evening. And meditation is pretty simple, so I'll run you through a quick way to do meditation. So one, you don't really want to be laying down, mainly because if you lay down, you'll probably fall asleep, because I fell asleep a few times when I used to meditate in the past. You want to sit up and be in a comfortable position. Now, when you first do it, you're going to have many thoughts racing through your head, and you may start to daydream, and you may start to drift a little bit. So what you want to do is have a key phrase or a key word that will get you back to either thinking about God, or just kind of stilling the voices that come inside, or the ideas that come inside. My word tends to be something like peace or love, or even silence. So when I sit down, I close my eyes. I tend to sit in a dark room. And if I start to think about anything else, I usually just say peace. What I'll do is I'll set my phone for 7 minutes. And you'll be surprised at how long 7 minutes seems when you're just kind of sitting and doing nothing. But what I've realized, because I did do it the other day, is that is actually, I have more of a sense of peace. I feel better rested. Stress goes away. And I actually, get answers to my prayers that way. So I think, although we've been taught to pray verbally with the Our Father prayer, and in the black tradition or the African American tradition, you see so many verbal prayers. I think we actually have to do something different, and that's actually listen more than we speak. So here's my challenge to you. What I want you to do is, for the next week, let's make this a 7 thing. So for the next 7 days, I want you to meditate silently 7 minutes in the morning, and 7 minutes in the evening. So for 7 days, you're going to meditate twice a day, 7 minutes at a time. And then what I want you to do is come back and write about your experience, either on the website, theopenbox.com, or on the YouTube, in the YouTube comments, or in the Facebook comments. So do that for 7 days. I'll actually do it for 7 days with you, so I want to see what the community says, and see what actually happens with this. Peace and blessings. I hope all is well on your end. You can reach me on Twitter at Mr. Terrell Harris. You can follow us on Twitter at The Open Box. You can find us on Facebook, The Open Box. And you can visit our new site, theopenbox.com. Sign up for that newsletter. Peace and blessings. I'm gone.